Good day, my friends. This week, Monday at sunset, we're actually entering an amazing window in time, amazing window that is being opened for us, especially to reinforce and to connect to the energy of soulmate, which means uniting with what is ours, uniting with the half of the soul which belong to us. What is the idea of all this evening? Is actually the death anniversary of a huge Kabbalist called Rabbi Yonatan ben Uziel, that is buried in the north part of Israel in a place called Amuka. And he's known to have the blessing of soulmates, children, and family energy. Many couples go to his gravesite and ask for the blessing of children. Also, many singles go there and ask for the blessing of finding their true partner in life. And the idea is that Rabbi Yonatan ben Uziel, who lived in Israel around 2,000 years ago, he actually never felt the need to get married. He was such an elevated soul, all the time just studying, meditating, and praying, and so on. And he didn't feel any need for anything more than this. But towards the end of his life, actually, the legend says that he actually felt like maybe he missed something by not having a wife and a family. So he said, maybe for me it's too late in this lifetime, but I'll promise that anyone who will come to my burial place and will have this desire will be able to connect to his soulmate. I will grant him with this blessing. So this is a very famous place that is known for this kind of blessing. Actually, again this week, Monday at sunset, starts his day of Hilula, which means celebration, the day of departure of the soul, the day that Rabbi Yonatan ben Uziel chose to leave the physical reality and unite with the endless. But we know from the Zohar and the writings of Kabbalah that basically the day of departure of a Kabbalist is a day where when his full capacity of his soul is available to unite with. So there are a few actions that are great to do starting Monday night until Tuesday night that can help us to unite and to connect with this amazing soul and hopefully to open up a gate to more fulfillment, even if you are already in a meaningful relationship. So always we can use some more energy and some more blessing in whatever we have in our lives. So basically, we need to understand that there are few conditions, few thoughts that we need to have inside us before we unite. It's not only that we come and ask from the Kabbalist, please grant us with his blessing, but we need to understand, first of all, the purpose. Why do we want relationship? Why do we want to find our soulmate or to reinforce the connection with our current partner in life? Basically, according to Kabbalah, everything has a purpose. Everything has a meaning. Now, I would like to read a certain section from the Zohar. It's a portion, Lech Lecha, volume 3 in the English edition of the Zohar, edited by the Kabbalah Center. And it starts at verse 204. And I will read a little bit of the Aramaic just to connect, to create the connection to the original text of the Zohar, which is the source of the blessing, of the connection with the light of blessing. And then the translation, I will talk about it for a short time. So says the Zohar, Tachazi, Kol Nishmatin de Alma, Dinun Ibad of Doide Kuchabrichu, Kulo Chad Berazachad. So he says the Zohar that the souls that are coming from above to below, meaning about to be born in a physical body as a baby, they are united as male and female as one aspect. But חד נחת לעלמא, כולו מתפרשים בגוונים דחר ונוקבה, והנה דחר ונוקבה מחוברים כחדה. But once they come into the physical reality, then they become more aware of their male and female aspect. Eventually they split into those two parts, as the Zohar keeps on telling us, and basically the male aspect is being born in a baby, also the female aspect, and then they start a lifetime, or sometimes even more than one lifetime, of searching for each other. And so the purpose of finding our soulmate is to reunite with this part of us that will make us feel complete, will make us feel whole, will make us feel united with ourselves and with the universe. But we need to understand that there is a purpose for this unification, which is to reveal more light in the world, to make this world a better place. How can my relationship make the world a better place? If it's only about making my own life more beautiful, more fulfilling, so according to the wisdom of Kabbalah, this is not enough. Well, you can make your own life more beautiful, but is it that all about? That's what it's all about? What about granting blessing also beyond only the two of you, or only your immediate family? So the purpose of life, according to the Zohar, is eventually to become more sharing human being, which will eventually enable others to unite themselves also with the light of the Creator and with the universe. Now, we need to put it in our mind before we start this search that this is what we really want. We want to become conduits, we want to become channels of blessing and light for others, not only for ourselves. If this is what we are willing to do, and this is what our initial desire is based upon, so no problem, the road will be open for us and we will achieve our desires. Now, another aspect or thought to think about is that it's written also in the Zohar that the work of matchmaking, of putting two parts of the same soul back together, to unite them back together, actually is the work of the Creator. And this work is hard for the Creator as the splitting of the Red Sea. Now the Zohar keeps repeating it, that matchmaking is hard even for the Creator, as it was hard for the Creator to split the Red Sea, the famous story of the splitting of the Red Sea by Moses and the Israelites when they went out of Egypt. So the question is, why is it comparing it necessarily to the splitting of the Red Sea and not to any other kind of miracle that might have happened before? The idea is that the splitting of the Red Sea is something very unique. It means that the sea became like the dry land, became a dry land, which it means the sea became totally opposite than its original nature. And the Zohar explains that only when the Red Sea split and became from an ocean, from a sea, into dry land, only then it achieved its perfection, what it meant to become from the beginning of time. Which means for us, my friends, that if we want to achieve our perfection, our top fulfillment, it means that we need to become, even for a moment, totally the opposite than our nature. Which means, in a way, a certain sacrifice, a certain going against our nature, and whatever is this part of us that is so hard for us to let go. I know who I am, I will never be a different person. If you're willing to open up and to give away part of it, to let go of it, and to allow yourself to become, even for a short time, totally different person than who you really are originally, only then you can achieve your perfection. Those of you who are already in relationship know that basically the work after finding your soulmate doesn't end. The work keeps on going, which means you need to match yourself. Matchmaking, you need to match yourself with the other person, which means in a way that you need to let go of certain things. If you stay stubborn and you not allow yourself to become a little bit or a lot different, more merciful, less judgmental, maybe more feeling the other person, more giving, less into yourself, all kind of things, whatever it is, open up your heart, not to be so shut down. Whatever it is that is hard for you, if you're not willing to do it, so it will be very hard to unite yourself with another person. The work of uniting yourself with another person, another individual, is a lot about lowering down your ego, letting go of it, and opening yourself up to achieve your true perfection. But again, the only way to achieve your true perfection is through doing something, going totally against your nature, and doing this kind of sacrifice, and by this achieving your true goal, which is uniting with another individual, and through this unite with the universe, with the endless. So, my friends, what can you do starting this Monday night to connect? So you have on the screen, you see the list of activities or actions, tools that you can use. If it's lighting a candle, better to use a 24 hours candle, but if you don't have it, also a regular candle will be enough, because the candle is an element that unites the physical and the spiritual realities. You light the candle and you meditate to unite with the soul of the Kabbalist through the lighting of the candle. Then you can meditate to move yourself, project yourself with your thoughts to the burial place, the house, we can call it, of Rabbi Yonatan ben Uziel, and you have the photos also available in this presentation. Also, you can think about all these things that we mentioned, which means, like, again, what benefit will be for the world through my unification with my soulmate, and also what is the sacrifice I'm willing to do, how much and in what way I'm willing to go against my nature to unite with my soulmate. And also two more very practical tools. We have a name number 28, which is Shin Aleph Hey, the soulmate connection name from the 72 names of God, which you can meditate with, and also scanning of the Zohar with different sections that are also mentioned in this presentation. So I wish all of us great connection and finding our true purpose in life, uniting with our soulmates, and basically achieving greater fulfillment for ourselves and for the whole world. Good luck, have an amazing day, and all the best. Bye-bye.